I'm Jen Carlman with InLab News. We are here at Demo 2011 in Palm Desert. I'm joined by Mitch Thrower, the CEO of Bump.com. We've seen Mitch at a couple different events. Mitch, great to see you again.
It's great to be back. We love Demo.
Yes, we do as well. So first for the audience, do a refresher on what Bump.com is, and then let's talk about what changes the company's been under in the last couple months.
Well, we launched it at Demo, and we're back now as a sponsor. We have a system that allows anyone to connect with anyone through unique identifiers, and the first unique identifier we're launching is the license plate. So we've set up a system so anyone can send a message to anyone's vehicle, either through our phone number. You can leave any car a voicemail, which is 858-551-BUMP, or 2867. Or you can also send a message to state.plate at any license plate. So state.plate@bump.com.
And it's basically social media while you're driving. So like, oh, that chick's cute. I'm going to send her a note.
You know, that's a byproduct. I think a byproduct of opening the last communication frontier is the fact that people can connect, and they'll connect for numerous reasons. But we focus on sort of business-to-vehicle communications. So when you drive into the parking lot at a stadium, you're now affiliated with a sports team. When you go to the Coachella Music Festival, you're now a part of the music fan base. So we're identifying consumers based on their real-time motion and behavior.
Right, very cool. Okay, and you mentioned you pitched at Demo in the fall of 2010. That's when we met up with you.
We did.
You were a demonstrator, and now 6 months later here in the spring, you're a sponsor. I mean, such a remarkable kind of transformation, role reversal there. What has been going on in terms of funding and growing the company?
Well, since we pitched at Demo, actually launched at Demo, we actually received our Series B1 round. So we closed our Series B1 round. We're not disclosing the amount, but it's well north of $1 million. And after Demo, we had venture groups, private investors. We were contacted by more than 27 countries. And of course, trying to help us launch in places like Malaysia and France and London and around the world. So Demo was a really successful experience for us at Bump.com.
Yeah, it absolutely was. Where do you go from here? What's the next 9-12 months like for you?
Well, we're launching at South by Southwest. We just completed the acquisition of another competitor called Plateside.
Okay.
And so we'll be at South by Southwest in just a few weeks launching the public beta of both license plate messaging. And if you really look at the mission, it's Bump is more than just license plate messaging. Our goal as a business is to own the vertical of self-expression, transactions, and membership associated with your vehicle. And that's a much bigger mission than kind of what people think of us as license plate messaging.
Right.
The reality is we're powering all the registrations, all the transactions, all of the commerce underneath your relationship with your car, but we're known in the license plate messaging space.
Right, right. All right, let me tap your knowledge bank here really quick as kind of a guy with business. You used to run Active.com. That's now got some success, right, real quickly?
Right, well, I was the CEO of Active Europe and the co-founder of Active.com here in the States, the Active Network, and we did file an S1 on the 14th of February.
So through IPO stuff.
And I'll defer any active questions to the active management team because that's kind really
of their zone, right?
Exactly.
So, I mean, inevitably, you've run companies, you've been very successful. We've seen that in the last 6 to 8 months. What kind of, real quickly, advice do you have for some of these early stage companies who are in your shoes, now as you were 6 months ago?
It's controversial. I would say that try not to, in the early stages, sell any voting shares if possible. Try and hold on to control of your company, even if you have to give up equity. Number 2, find the venture capitalist that really will, work with you. And, when you don't have to wonder what's happening behind you. Venture capital and private investment is a fascinating world. Ask everyone around you what they've learned and what they've done right and wrong. I can't encapsulate what I've learned in the last 15 years in this process into a brief soundbite.
Right.
But ask everyone what to do, what not to do, and you'll learn quite a bit.
I bet we're going to have a book from you coming out at some point.
Yeah,
All of your knowledge.
I know. There's one out already. It's called Attention Deficit Workplace, published by Lions Press. So it's short vignettes.
Cool. We look forward to more from hearing about what's happening with Bump.com. Mitch Thrower, thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.